What is up, bitches? Normally, this is the place where I put all the intros and fun stuff, but I'm just gonna say I'm here casting with Duder, and we're doing the Immortal 6 versus Murder Death Homicide game, which has just gone live, and the teams are rolling out to mid, so I'm just gonna kind of leave that there.
Yeah, we, surprise, a little bit early casting here. We were told that this was going to be a very good game, so figured we'd bring it to you guys, and pardon me while we get everything organized here, sort of last minute, but wanted to get you guys some action here. Like Shadow said, this is the matchup of two good teams, and it looks like they came out to mid, and wow, Murder Death Homicide tagged up as Ska. Just completely wiped out Immortal 6, which is really surprising because that's the old, I guess used to be like Tiger and Friends, I think?
No, it used to be RX.
Oh, yeah, Pharmacy, that's
Cranberry's
right.
team, Pharmacy.
That's right. Yeah, and they've got beat Cranberry on demo, Ricky, and I guess new to them is Eulogy on Soldier, Spades on Scout now. I think Spades always has played Scout for them, though.
Yeah.
And then over on Murder Death Homicide, they've got Zach Structo on demo, Starfire and Fire, or Fife, I guess, on Scout. My Pocket Blows on Medic, Something Stupid, and Ska, of course, Ska Boss on Soldier.
The only person I don't know from that team is My Pocket Blows, and that just might be an alias.
No, it's my understanding, actually, that's not an alias, so I don't know, man.
A big confidence booster to something stupid, I guess.
Yeah, no, I remember Something Stupid from playing Medic for, I think, an IM team, season 9.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I might want to check the history because I definitely remember that name.
I will check his match history.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've got Immortal 6 now pushing in here on Murder Death Homicide. Uber popped for Immortal 6 right now. My Pocket Blows holding that Uber. Finally pops it. Can have a huge advantage here. Soldier jumps over and does take down... actually, Fife ends up taking down... Fife dies, actually.
Yeah, Murder Death Homicide played that extremely well. Just backing off, holding onto that Uber, and bursting forth all at the same time with aggression. Very coordinated action there from them. Is going to allow them to push right back onto mid, which I didn't see how they lost that mid fight. I was reload scheming, but...
well, Murder Death Homicide won the mid fight, but then like backed up for some reason. So I don't know. I think they lost their medic and maybe they didn't think they got the blue medic. But yeah, they won mid and then backed out. Nice little air shot there from the blue soldier. That was I guess Cranberry got the kill, but yeah, nice little air shot there.
The playstyle I know Cranberry for using is something I haven't seen him play in a while, but is an overextendy sort of demo man who gets a lot of kills at the expense of his own life. So we'll see if he gets some damage done here. Taking a lot of spam from a red soldier as he spams onto the enemy combo, who has to pop to try to get into mid. Solid Metal Snake, not quite having Uber yet. That might have been a little too early to force the pop there for onto red team. Now,
yeah, has it now. Wow, Soldier jumps in there and probably forced that a little earlier than they planned.
Yeah, but it seems like it's going to work out just fine for them. Spades taking out Starfire. I know Spades is going to be pretty happy with himself about that one. Getting right on the enemy demo man, having no fear at all, doing a lot of damage and trying to pick up that kill with a pistol.
Pistols him down. Yeah, great close-up play there by Spades. Good weapon selection. I'm going to real quick switch my interp up. I'm getting some stream lag here from ESEA, so that should smooth it out for our 20-some viewers.
Yeah, I played with Spades on my IM team last season for a little bit. He's a very, very good DMer, very strong scout that I can see doing a lot of work here on this map if he gets himself in good positions. Yeah,
for sure, man. Just looking at the defense right now, real late switch to Engineer there, but sitting at about a 20% Uber advantage right now, our Murder Death Homicide. Ska on that Engineer, setting the sentry up over on the left side of the point behind that crate. Very popular place now behind that shipping container to set those sentries up.
Unfortunately, it's not going to do much, and I don't think I like the idea of having 3 people off class.
Yeah.
It's going to help with that heavy, but they have no pushback power and no brute DMing.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised there. Oh, wow, Medic goes down, actually. Beat comes in and gets a double kill on My Pocket Blows the Medic and Starfire. But yeah, I was saying that it was a really late switch to Engineer, so they basically had no time to set anything up.
Yeah, that was probably a bad decision on their part. And it looks like it's really going to hurt them.
Yeah.
I can't say whether or not that would have won them, saved them that last point if they had a scout or a soldier, but certainly having that engineer did not help them at all.
Yeah, definitely no.
Level 6 takes the first round.
Yeah, no, that didn't help him at all there. I think it was just a little bit of indecision. Ska was on soldier and doing just fine, and I think keeping that soldier back there for the damage output would have been a lot better than having an engineer and a level 1 sentry that just immediately got taken down.
Plus his ability to spam people up, knock them against walls, and deny their Ubers is very powerful from soldiers.
Yeah, and pop up an Ubered medic and stop him from moving. Big jump in here by Ricky on the medic. Gets 2 rockets in, and the third one takes down My Pocket Blows.
Yeah, but unfortunately the rest of his team is falling apart. The red team just dropping players left and right. Zach Structo quite lit, as is Fife. It looks like I6 is going to be able to take this round fairly easily. The question is whether or not the demo man for Murder Death Homicide is going to be able to get out and put some down.
Spades pushes up Spades way forwards. Yeah, plus forwards him really nicely there. Takes a lot of damage, but does get the kill. Picks up the pack, and he's going to regroup with his team at mid.
Spades is known for getting quite aggressive in situations like that and wanting to go get those kills, which helps his team out quite a bit. Now they don't have to worry about the opportunity for sticky traps or something like that. They can move freely forward knowing that their demo man is not going to be able to deny them easily.
Yeah, that was actually a really smart play. He let his scout and soldier finish capping mid, and I think he knew he had that demo man dead to rights there and just made the right decision and pushed on. 2-shot, 3 shots him down.
Some good moves by Cranberry, putting some stickies up on that little hut to deny any sort of jumping soldier antics. And then jumping forth with his own soldiers.
Yeah, nice little soldier battle between Eulogy and Ska over on the left stairs there. Eulogy wins that battle, but I think Eulogy had a little bit of help there from his friends, which, gotta have a little help from your friends, right?
Absolutely.
Once again, I mean, we're seeing some off-classing here. Ska already down, just going to come back up as both Ubers pop here. Fighting over this last point. That Heavy is doing some pretty good work getting people off the point. We got some scouts ranging in now, and looks like Beat and Ricky both go down, actually. So, and John goes Spades. So this is actually a big win right now for Murder Death Homicide. They may think about pushing out on this, and right now Scout coming out, feeling things around, and I don't see the rest of his team behind him. There they are. So yeah, they are going to try and take the second point back.
Yeah, they should have just pushed out with everybody immediately. Their medic needs to be keeping track of players and say, hey, there are 2 people left up. We have seen them both in front of us. Let's just push. That Heavy should have gone back to Soldier or whatever he was playing Scout and gotten really aggressive there. It worked out for them in the end. I think I6 could have been able to defend that if they really wanted to. But it looks like they're going to be contentious to kind of hold on to mid here and go for a second chance when Murder Death Homicide tries to push into mid.
Yeah, we should see them pushing out any moment here. They've got the Uber. I don't know what they're really waiting for. They know they're going to be pushing into an Uber either way. So,
they might not. That's the. I mean,
I don't see any of their soldiers taking hiding spots. I don't see anybody ranging to get the pop. I think they're just waiting right now. I guess they're just going to go 1v1 DM when they push in. So we'll see what happens here. Here we go. I6 is going to go ahead and be on the aggression. They're pushing in.
Yeah, they've got the momentum on their hands, and but that early pop is going to be very painful.
Wow.
Eulogy it's on him to try to make that pop happen. And
nice little surf to get the pop. Medic doesn't go down. I know a lot of medics that would have died right there.
Yeah. A scout on his back gets out. Fife gets taken up by Eulogy. I thought he was out of there, but no. So, very good position I6 is finding themselves in with that slight Uber advantage. All they need to do is back out here, though. The positioning from the blue combo is very questionable at best here.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. They were letting a lot of shots hit their medic right there. That was a very, very scary point for My Pocket Blows. Maybe holding true to the name.
I think that if I6 had globbed together a little better, they could have had a 30% advantage here.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm seeing here, just looking at kill notices and stuff. It seems like I6 is just, every few moments they're dropping a player. It looks like we've got a pause here.
Yeah, maybe they are actually dropping a player.
But, I mean, no, like, you'll just, nothing will really be happening. The teams will be grouped up, but then suddenly somebody from I6 will just die. I mean, like, Beat just went down, like, for no reason. He wasn't trying to get a pick on the medic. He was just way too far forward, and you've got to stick together as a team, especially on a map like Snakewater where there's a lot of vertical space to eat up. You've got to make sure that your medic's protected the whole time, or you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, this map usually goes very, very well to the team that plays a more globular style that pushes as a team, as a cohesive unit. We saw a lot of success from old Check 6 and Atlan from the Prophets featuring Dashner, now Quantic Gaming.
There we go.
We are live again.
We're back. Get some ice skating going on here. Good trap to keep them blocked in and control the movement of the red team from the, I believe that's Cranberry, the blue demo man there.
Zach Structo getting a lot of nice spam down, and it looks like Solid Metal Snake's going to get his Uber first, but I don't think they really want to do much with it. Oh no, here they right onto the midpoint, but that early first pick by Zach Structo.
Yeah, that was a nice air sticky, actually.
Yeah, that's a very important job of a demo man, is to get get players down as the fight is beginning. But Cranberry Man putting on a ton of damage, getting a lot of rollers down. Skyboss having to back up with lit health, healed by his medic, but it looks like I6
Cranberry
is going to be able to hold on.
Cranberry's got some stickies, man. He just took out 2 players with 1, and Solid Metal Snake just got a crossbow kill on Ska there. Interesting decisions of weapons so far here for some of the medics this season. Don't you think so?
I personally run crossbow on this map because of the huge distances.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense on a map like this.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a very good choice. It's one of the few maps that it's clear cut. Run crossbow here, because you can see scouts coming a mile away, so it's not like you're gonna be fighting around a corner from a scout.
And that is why you're the doctor and I'm not.
So I6 here is in a pretty decent position, but if they push here, it can spell catastrophe for them. Last point is very easy to hold for a team that's on their defensive.
Yeah, here we go. We've actually got the Uber coming in right now.
Yeah, that's such an early.
Oh, he loses a soldier though. Yeah, and they're gonna have to get out. Now they do get Fife down. Fife actually trades with Eulogy. Look at this though. I6 is completely split up. They've got like one player up in the drop down. They've got one guy kind of running back. The scouts are split up. They're not working together. Finally, the demo is just hanging out at second here. You know, that's what I've been seeing so far from I6 is they're just really sort of they're spreading themselves far too thin, and they're just not working as that cohesive group. I remember watching Pharmacy last year when they had Overseer at Medic, and I rarely ever saw them splitting up like that. Oh, yeah, maybe, Solid Metal Snake taken down. That's,
again too. It's just that's horrendous. Yeah. MurderDeathHomicide playing with 5 players right now.
Yeah, and they're actually playing pretty well with 5 players right now. Actually, although now they're dropping a couple people.
Yeah, now. See, once they actually start engaging these team fights instead of just picking players off, it's going to end very poorly for them. But as you were saying about scouts not really playing together, you know, when we watch these invite casts and some of the upper IM casts, you'll notice that scouts pairs usually stick very close together. Beautiful headshot by Beat.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was right as Eulogy was bombing in to take the heavy, so Eulogy ate both of his rockets. That was actually pretty funny. So
Fife with some excellent aim, getting right on the medic, and does not get him. Ricky taking out Fife quite easily.
Oh, Solid Metal 6 on a 5 health and taken down by Starfire.
Wow.
That's
very nicely done by the red team.
I mean, that's 2 lives now that Starfire, or I'm sorry, Solid Metal Snake has died before he's gotten the Uber up, so they really need to work on that positioning and protection. Got to start working together, guys. I know you would have my ass right now if I let you die twice and I was your pocket.
Oh man, you wouldn't be my pocket.
I say I might find myself cut from the roster tomorrow morning. Actually, later tonight, maybe. Red Scout trying to play in there, but a beautiful rocket there from Eulogy. Finishes up a double kill, and actually he might be going for more here. Working his way under the point. There we go, coming back up now. Pretty good round here from Eulogy. 21 points right now, second on his team.
We're giving you know, the blue pocket a lot of shit, but it is really up to the medic to position himself smartly. Here they come in with the
oh wow, beautiful play from Eulogy though. He actually stood up and got the demo as he was respawning and air shot him right outside of spawn. But unfortunately, the rest of his team couldn't follow up that aggression with good plays of their own. Beat does take Fife down though. Fighting a scout down. Here comes a soldier to pick him up though.
Due to the nature of pushing out of last points, you know, MurderDeathHomicide is unable to really push out because they keep losing their medic, because they just don't have quite enough players to protect their last point. But if I6 just groups up, makes one solid effort push with that Uber, gets a pick first and does it the right way. Oh, Starfire!
Yeah.
You don't engage in a sniper battle with Starfire next
yeah,
to win. I'm sorry.
Beat was really angling out across the point there, trying to get an angle on probably the medic. Didn't see the other sniper, and as soon as he popped out there, was just immediately taken advantage of.
Yeah, as a sniper, that is your first priority, is taking out the other sniper so you have free lanes.
Would you maybe attribute that up to some bad comms, maybe not calling out that other sniper?
Well, a smart sniper will kind of assume, especially on this map and this situation, most teams will kind of run a sniper here.
Yeah, actually, MurderDeathHomicide is running straight up Pro-Lander right now. They've got an engineer, a soldier, a heavy, a sniper, and a demo man. So no two of the same class right now for them.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I really like this composition. Just the dynamics that we see with the classes is too important. Here comes the push in from blue team. They're going to get out with their medic, which is super important.
Yeah, they're lit, though. Ricky's on 88, Spade's down to 25. Ricky finally getting some heals up. They've got the numbers advantage right now. Well, actually, even numbers, but damage output right now is probably going to go to MurderDeathHomicide with that heavy still back on the point.
I would love to see Immortal 6 just run a spy, run something to get that pick. I don't think that they're going to be able to get a sniper pick. Just to be completely honest, so long as Starfire is on sniper, Beat's going to have a very difficult time. Starfire, one of the better snipers currently playing the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, Beat's certainly no slouch, though. I mean, he plays at a pretty high level as far as sniper goes. His scout decisions can be questionable. I'm just kidding. I'm giving Beat some shit there. But yeah, I mean, I've seen him go on some sniper streaks that are pretty impressive. So he's choosing that angle right now on top of the train car at 2. He's not really going to find anything unless he ranges up. And when he does that, though, he's going to risk running into the enemy bullet.
Yeah, he's looking for Starfire. That's the thing. He knows Starfire is running sniper, and so that's who he's really trying to get an eye on.
Oh wow! Early pop there. Pop from Blue. Yeah, that Uber's useless. They might as well just get out. Try and get the sentry, maybe.
But Beat gets 5.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an important pick here.
Yeah, heavy down. Soldier jumps in back behind everybody. Eats a pill. Goes for another jump there up on top of the point, trying to beat down the demo. Doesn't happen, though. Something stupid takes him down.
So Immortal 6 turns a questionable Uber, and then the Immortal Death Homicide squad gets really aggressive, but can't transition out.
Wow.
I really attribute that to the massive off-classing. They just could not re-engage well with that fight, and because of that, and because they moved up away from their support, they just had nothing to stand on and allowed I6 to just push back in.
Watching Face Ronin's rollout here, looks like he's choosing to go up under mid. Coming up
very early.
Yeah. I mean, both demos getting there pretty quick, but they're getting there about the same time, so neither's really pulling an advantage. Both red soldiers jumping now onto the combo. Both soldiers actually eat an air shot right over the middle of the point. Trey to kill up their Eulogy takes down Something Stupid, but Something Stupid also takes Beat down. Only 2 up right now for MurderDeathHomicide. I don't know if I6 knows that. Here they go. Finally, they're coming back out on the point now. All that happened really, really quickly. Just the demo and the medic.
Yeah, pressing tab is your best friend, Deuter. I would certainly hope they know how many players the enemy team has up. That's public information.
Well, I know when you get caught in those fights sometimes, you can kind of lose track of that, especially as and you're trying to escape as you see your players dropping. But, they were staying in there, but we need to put a good defense up at 2 here. Both medics are going to have the Uber, though, so we should see a pretty even fight.
Yeah, that's really important.
Oh, early pop once again for I6. It looks like Solid Metal Snake was down to 25 health there. I was about to say he was early on the trigger, but that was a good pop, I guess, all things considered. He does go down. Jump in on the red medic. Can't get the other rocket off. One more. Oh, manages to survive. Here comes the scout. Can they finish him off? Nope. Down goes Spades. Red medic surviving by the skin of his teeth right now. Oh, finally goes down to Cranberry as Cranberry kills himself, though. Later dog.
You kind of hit the flaw in their strategy on the tip of the head. You said, Soldier comes in, now he's dead, and now the Scout comes in. If they had all gone in at the same time, they might have been able to transition that into capping second instead of losing their midpoint. Yes, they took out the medic, but it's going to be like a 20, maybe 25% Uber advantage. Oh, this looks going to be 30. Oh, because they're running crits, aren't they?
Yeah, they're running crits. Yep, Solid Metal Snake on the crits here.
Just watching my head, I was like, that's building too fast. That's crit screen.
What do you think the strategy is with crits on this map, pushing out from your own second point?
I would take a demo man through lower. Personally, there's just some really decent angles that a good demo man can make an abuse of. And the most important part of the Crits Creek is actually the setup. Having a scout come in and find out where the enemy medic is. Now, the red medic is in a very good position to counter crits. Oh, but Cranberry knows about it, and he's got a crit.
Oh,
missed is the first sticky,
man.
and now the red medic is out. This Crits Creek is going to do little, if anything.
Yeah. Gets 1 kill. Eulogy got it switched onto him.
Oh,
bad decision by Face Ronin there. Jumps down and immediately eats a beautiful rocket from Eulogy there. Great prediction rocket. Red Soldier jumping in on the blue medic, though, takes him down. He ends up dying, but only
it hardly matters.
Yeah, only 1 up right now. Fife, it does look like... Oh, it's a back cap going on, but it's not going to happen. Yep. Yeah, and if I6 is smart, they may actually want to push a scout up right now, but they've got that scout back behind him. And what was Beat doing there? He was just standing...
Beat might have crashed.
He was still shooting, man. Oh, beautiful triple pill air shot from Cranberry there. Takes down something stupid. That was phenomenal.
Protecting them medics, man.
Just juggled the hell out of something stupid there. Ate his lunch, spit it back up, ate it again, and finally swallowed it.
Ew.
Well, it was pretty nasty, man. I got to tell you. Man.
Anyway, moving along from that wonderful imagery, we see here that the I6 team is in a very good position. Even though the Murder-Death-Homicide team has the slight Uber advantage, I6 has the point advantage.
Yeah, they're back on crits too. If they can get one out real quick here, there it is.
No.
Nope.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yep.
Solid Metal Snake needs to keep better track of the enemy Uber because...
Wow, man, double pills. Both demos killing each other with a pill at the same time. But unfortunately, I6 down to 3 players, forced to back up. Scout coming in and a soldier coming in, trying to do something, but both of them die almost immediately.
I can understand if I6 was trying to make, Murder Death Homicide pop and then back out, but they shouldn't have been that forward with all of their players. And so now Murder Death Homicide is going to have a very easy time, maybe even pushing straight on the last point here. Definitely as Eulogy goes down, but however, My Pocket Blows did get taken out by some excellent soldier work. So it's going to give Solid Metal Snake the opportunity to build up this Uber, and the question is he going to be able to hold on to it with the sniping prowess of Starfire?
Yeah, and we look at I6, and now they're actually running...
Spy?
Yep, no, he switched back to a sniper there. Probably just thought about it, but... Yeah.
I was legit excited for a second.
I know.
We're just going to see some boring sniping angles.
I saw it too. And we do see I6 choosing to run the 2 scouts at last. I would almost have the extra soldier right now. I mean, scouts are great and all, but when you're defending, you really need that DPS output from a ranged class.
I agree and disagree. It depends on how they want to set up their defense. Scouts can make great abuses of the difference.
Look at this though. Look at this. We've actually got I6 pushing out right now from their own last, completely shut down at the door though. And look at Murder Death Homicide splitting up. They split their team left and right, so they're gonna have a good chance to push back out on this if they can keep their players up.
Yeah, they need to not be in a hurry here. They need to just group up, get this Uber down, and not try to go for the win straight out. If they just go for the win here, they're going to end up losing their second point. And it appears that that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, actually,
teams are getting in
Beat was back behind everybody. He was back at mid when that fight was going on. Looks like I6 is definitely going to get the second back, and they're going to have a good chance to push right back out to mid here. They need to be very careful, though, because they're at about a 40% Uber disadvantage right now.
Murder Death Homicide threw that away by trying to re-aggress when they did not have to. So it's going to be up to Murder Death Homicide to use this Uber, probably about 10 seconds ago when they actually got it. Now it's way too late. Solid Metal Snake is approaching his Uber. He's going to be able to kite this back. This is an interesting decision here. It's all going to be about how many players they can catch off guard and take down. But here comes the counterpop from Solid Metal Snake, getting right on Face Ronin. Saved by his medic, but now the combo from Murder.
Oh no, yeah, red spot. Medic gets blown off the balcony there. Soldier, or the Demo Man is isolated up top. He's got 2 soldiers on him, but look at this. They had a back cap attempt, but didn't happen there. It does look like Blue is going to get the point back. Where's Face Ronin right now? He was under the point, and he goes down.
Cranberry moving on up to join his team. Very good defense there by I6. Just excellent play, crashing down on the red team after they got too aggressive, and played that fairly well, I think. Now the Ubers are relatively reset. Players are starting to get up, and we're going to see back into these holding positions. And Honestly, I think it's up to MurderDeathHomicide to initiate the aggression here. Not because
I6 is initiating it right
wow.
now. They're already in, actually. Soldiers jumped aggressively, and unfortunately one of them got lit. The other one's going to go down here, and down goes Eulogy. Dropping players right now. Both teams down one player. 20% disadvantage right now, and down goes Solid Metal Steak. My Pocket Blows is going to get that Uber as long as he can stay alive. Scout trying to range in on him, not going to get the kill though, and they're going to wrap around them. They need to be careful because they might have a player coming up behind, but it doesn't matter. The Uber's pops, and down goes Beat.
Yeah, I think Immortal 6 could have handled that a little differently. They should have gone into that pop, but then scattered to the far ends of the earth here.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it looks like MurderDeathHomicide could push right now. They've got numbers. They obviously don't know those spawns though, so they had a 14-second spawn advantage there for 2 players, but obviously that's cut in half now.
Well, just like a demo man should know sticky traps and a soldier should know jumps, a medic really needs to know rough spawn times and keeping track of that sort of thing. So, you know, that's part of the duties, in my opinion, of the main caller here on these teams. But we see MurderDeathHomicide getting nice and aggressive. I like this play here. They're just going to get onto the point, sticky off the doors, and just take room here. Beat picking off a lone Fife. Kind of unfortunate for him, but now he has the opportunity to go off class, and let's see what he does here. I would really love a Spy, because we have seen MurderDeathHomicide have a great deal of difficulty pushing last year.
Goes heavy, actually. That's an interesting decision.
I think that's a very common decision nowadays. They're just going to push a heavy, usually through lower, and have him absorb all of the spam while the soldiers get around and behind. We'll see if that's actually what he does here.
There we go. Both medics with the Uber right now. It looks like MurderDeathHomicide is starting to get ready to push in. Looks like they're choosing the left door. Here comes the heavy spun up around the rock. Fail jump from the soldier there, but does finally pick it up. Spins around on the demo man. Gets 2 rockets on him. Oh,
takes him out.
Face Ronin actually gets the kill. There is a back cap going on right now, and I think they're going to get it.
Do they notice?
No.
I don't
Spades,
think Red Team noticed.
Spades gets the back cap, and he is actually going to get out of there too. Wow, that's a great play.
Yeah, that's one of the best ways to defend this point. Actually, is that back cap, because there's so many doors that have to be covered.
Oh, they didn't see the demo man behind him, but they end up picking him off before he could cap the point. They could have probably pushed on that there, but you know, neither medic had Uber. They decided to stay back, which obviously was the right decision there, as that demo man was waiting back behind him.
Yeah, I think that's why Face Ronin was there, as he expected the enemy team to push in. Hindsight's 2020. I probably would have pushed in that situation and lost my point. So we see Cranberry just kind of spamming into the upper lobby here, trying to get some damage down, maybe even get himself a pick before the enemy team pushes in.
I think more than that, he's just trying to control where they're pushing from. I've actually seen that from both demos so far, locking down certain doors just to cut those pushes off. We got the blue team actually trying to push in right now. They need to be very careful.
They just need to find the enemy scouts, and it looks like they have here. Fife taking out Beat, and Spades is down as well. Very nicely done by Red Team, denying that push out.
And here we go, though.
Here comes the bombing soldier. Eulogy not being able to find the medic. Gets almost taken out, but his team is pushing up.
Oh, down goes Solid Metal Snake. Beautiful rocket there from Scott. Takes down Solid Metal Snake. That is not good. My Pocket Blow's sitting at 40% right now. Keep that medic alive, and they're going to be ready to push in with Uber in just a little bit here.
Yeah, it does not look Immortal 6 going to be able to hold on here. The big mistake that MurderDeathHomicide can make here is pushing in, I think. These spawns are coming soon. They're taking too much time. They just need to stand here and wait the 10 seconds for Uber and then push right on in.
Gotta wait for the Uber here, and that's exactly what they're doing. See if they go in at about 95 here. Something stupid looking for the traps, doesn't see anything. Interestingly enough, they're waiting, which, I mean, they've got time. There's no hurry right now.
Get everybody into a good position, get everybody buffed. Much better pushing angles.
Ooh, wow.
Late pop.
Yeah, and actually ate a pill there, down to 57 health when they came in. Focus down the heavy. Blue soldiers both trying to jump in on the point. They get a couple rockets and actually get a bunch of kills there. One scout ranging up. It ends up getting a couple kills.
Up to the cleanup.
Just the scouts right now. Fighting on the point. One scout versus one scout. Soldier up above, jumps down, tries to get the other scout, and does end up taking Fife out, and that's a wipe. Wow, Beat had 2 health. Eulogy had 48. Unbelievable.
Eulogy saving the hell out of that point. Very beautiful defense by the skin of their teeth for sure. And now the Ubers are reset. MurderDeathHomicide kind of losing their opportunity there. I think if they focused more on capping and less on engaging them in that bucket area, they would have been a lot better off on that cap.
Well, he's got Starfire back on Sniper here. That could be a huge play if he can get a medic pick right now.
He kind of sees the medic.
Yeah, I saw the heal beam there. He can't
Doesn't
quite get it. Oh, get the shot! Oh, he shoots the wall. We got players deciding to sing songs in chat right now, which I apologize is lagging out the STV. I don't think these guys know they're being casted. Takes him down with a body shot, though.
Nice. And here's the end, just in time for the Uber. My Pocket blows, pushing his team in through the garage area, getting that Uber down on that demo man. Going to put on a lot of damage on this soldier. Needed to follow in that soldier that jumped in, though. Players dropping left and right for I6. It looks like it is over for that round.
2-1 now.
Yeah, MurderDeathHomicide makes it a game and does not allow the half to go by uncontested. Oh, but that might be the good half because of time limit. We cannot see the time limit.
Yeah, there it is. So. Wow, that, I mean, skin of their teeth there to get the round before the time expired. Well played.
Very nicely done by them. Beautiful pick by Starfire, just completely allowed that to happen in every way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it looks a lot like MurderDeathHomicide was coming out early in this match and getting mid wins, but fell apart for a while there. Lost 2 rounds, but it looks like they're getting it put back together. That is for sure.
I still have to give the heads up here to Immortal 6 because it seems so far that MurderDeathHomicide is very much so reliant on those picks that Starfire can get or the silly little tactics in getting the players down, whereas Immortal 6, despite breaking up every once in a while, are for the most part playing more together than MurderDeathHomicide and presenting a bigger problem to the defense.
I hope by breaking up you mean separating and not the team breaking up, right?
Yeah, separating.
we wouldn't want that to happen during the match here.
Just somebody got so mad about not getting
hey man,
we're done.
I've seen stranger things happen. I don't have ESEA text. Do you know how many players we've got readied up right now?
Oh, I'd have to go count. I don't.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with our second half. Oh, actually, no. Let's
12.
Not do that.
Yeah, 12.
Let's not do that. Man, good thing I didn't hit enter yet. Ha ha ha. Alright, so here we go, guys. We are starting the second half. If you guys are just joining us, I am Duder, joined by Dr.Shdwpuppet. We are enjoying some pre-invite ESEA Open action between Immortal 6 and MurderDeathHomicide, with Immortal 6 leading 2-1 as we start our second half.
Cranberry getting nice and aggressive up here on his friendly kitchen, getting a lot of damage down, but Spades gets taken out. Maybe a little too aggressive getting onto something stupid's face. One of the soldiers from blue jumps the red hut and does not manage anything, but 5
down goes. Yep. Man, down goes Solid Metal Steak. Only 2 up, 1 up right now. Beat the only one up, and he is all alone. He's got a scout right behind him. Eats a second scattergun shot and flies against the wall. This is going to be an easy cap and quite possibly an easy round here for MurderDeathHomicide. Like I said, Shadow, they turned it on at the end of that last round there, and looks like they've carried it over into the second half here.
Yeah, I think they got a lot of damage down and had their soldiers get very fortunate in how their rockets found players quite easily. However, the big thing that happened there at the very end was Ricky managed to pick My Pocket Blows.
Yeah,
I'm still convinced that's an alias.
Nah, man, I looked up the history actually when I first heard that name, and there was nothing else in there. So that's what he or she has always gone by.
I will ask Skabas. I have him on my friends list. So. So the Ubers are going to be nice and even, and although I would never like to be in Immortal 6's position pretending last, I have to say that they're not looking too bad. This is an easy last.
Oh, it's a crits coming in here.
Oh, that's going to be a huge mistake, though.
Yep. Wow.
But the big part is here that the blue team just backed out after they made that Uber pop, and now they're going to have a 30% crits advantage. Starfire taking out beat, keeping these players down so aggression doesn't happen is going to be a huge part of getting this crits advantage in here. So these suicide plays look a little strange, feel a little strange, but as long as their medic gets out... Oh, but they're just going to go for it.
Yeah, well, that heavy just came in and cleaned up all the kills there. This round goes to MurderDeathHomicide, and that is the equalizer, 2-2 right now. What a great play by that heavy coming up under when everybody was looking at the whole rest of the team pushing from the left side.
Yeah, just zero situational awareness there. If everybody from the red team had just focused fire down onto Fife, it would have been over pretty quickly for his heavy career. So, but as it is, they won the round, and now we are round reset. Getting onto mid here, Face Run gets some nice damage down quite early. None of it lasting, however, because the medic finds his way to mid.
Wow! What a great pickup there from Beat, comboing up with Ricky to take down My Pocket Blows. Things turning around right now for I6, but they are losing players. Everyone is lit up. Both medics down right now. God, Shadow, how many times have we seen that where both medics die at mid?
That's the way the game is really progressing nowadays. Is his medics go down quite easily at midpoint because they're getting nice and aggressive, applying those heals where they needed to be.
I think Beat just pulled off at least a 3 or 4 kill there, looking really good at mid right now.
Yeah, I think that was a 3K from him cleaning up after Ricky and Eulogies jumping in damage. I would have loved to have seen another Kritzkrieg out of the blue team, see if they can turn the tables. But as it is, I6 holding that midpoint, and now they're in their dominating position that they like to see so very frequently, where they have that spawn advantage, and now it's just going to be up to them to make one good push.
I think we've actually got Spades on Spy for realsies this time.
Oh, let's see what he can do with it.
Running the
Eternal
knife.
Reward?
No, that's the Enforcer. Oh, fail stabs on the medic. He's not seen yet. Ends up taking him down. Beautiful stab there. The first one wasn't so good, but the second one counted. Takes down the medic, but unfortunately, Solid Metal Snake drops as well. Both medics down once again.
If you're going to have your spy doing something like that, you have to put your medic into a safe position, because the first thought on every team's mind as soon as the medic goes down to something like that is, let's jump in and try to see if we can salvage this. As it is, however, it looks like I6 is not going to be taken out by those kind of tactics. Getting everybody up nice and fresh here. They have the even Ubers and the player advantage, and they have the second point. Beautiful play by Spades there to go spy it. And at least on my screen, that first stab should not have been a fail. His knife was in the down position and everything.
It was right on him. Yeah, and look at this. They are pushing off Uber right now. Both soldiers jumping here. Oh, something stupid ends up cratering. Actually eats a nice little air shot there. Got a little bit of a bad defense looking right now. Only 2 players up for Murder Death Homicide. I6 needs to get on the point, and they've got this, and there it is.
I think that was more of an element of surprise than anything else. Murder Death Homicide was just getting set up, you know, being like, all right, we got last, let's defend it now, and taking their sweet-ass time, and I6 was just like, well, let's push.
We're being corrected. It's the Big Earner. That is the name of that particular
Big
knife.
Earner.
Yes.
All right.
And I could not tell you what it does.
It might just be a reskin.
I think that one's got some different attributes to it. I don't know what they are though.
Spades getting nice and up on his roof, trying to down this scout that gets on his medic, but can't do it. Five taking down Cranberry. Huge first pick, even though he goes down here.
Yeah. Spades down now too. Blue team lit up. Down goes My Pocket Blows, but Blue Soldier in on the red medic can't finish the kill up. Ricky and Eulogy having a great mid here. Just something stupid left. See where he's hiding. Oh, they see him.
Yeah,
he needs to get out now. Bad little jump there.
He's got nowhere to go. He's on the wrong side of a
Yep, and he's got a demo man behind him. 52 health. He's staying alive though. He needs to find a good hiding spot right now.
Yeah, it's hard to kill a soldier who's in this position, but you know he's being zero help to his team at all.
Right.
The only help he could possibly be is trying to go in for that medic pick, but I don't even know if that's going to be able to happen.
Well, he's going to go down to a scout. Yeah, beat sniffed that one out pretty easily there. And that's what you want to do in that situation. Run a scout back. It's the fastest class you have against a soldier. That's pretty good advantage towards the scout there.
Absolutely, especially in a wide open spot like most of Snakewater is for them. Now, I6 is a player up, has that full Uber. I don't know what they're waiting for, except maybe for the fact that Cranberry Man is down. Yeah. That's a huge damage output potential, but however, I think the soldiers from Immortal 6 are strong enough. But it looks like they're just going to do a nice, slow, casual push. Unfortunately, has to pop that Uber to save.
Got to get in on the medic right now. Go. Jump. They need to get him right now. Oh, medic actually gets out of position. Can they finish him off? Can't finish him off. Eulogy goes down. Spades goes down as well. Beat down to 44 health. And here we see once again, I mean, I6 on the push just gets split apart and lose 2 players on the push and only take 1 down.
I don't think I necessarily agree with them trying to go onto that medic. Because of the huge distances of a second, they could have just kited back whatever Uber gets popped and then pick off stragglers one by one. You know, as it is, I don't think MurderDeathHomicide is looking to push out here, but they could have easily had a much better time there because of the players that dropped trying to kill the medic.
Oh, Spade's back on Spy, sighted out immediately. He's going to try and get back around here.
No, he's still going to go for it.
I think he's going to go for the heavy. Take down
Which would be a fantastic pick.
Take down the heavy, jump on the point. They might get this. Heavy doesn't see him. Oh, he fails tabs! What? How did that not count? Wow.
This game, man. If I know Spades, he's not going to be happy in Mumble right now.
No, I'd be pissed, man. I'd have thrown my mouse or something. And I got a nice mouse.
What kind of mouse you got?
G9X.
That's a nice mouse.
I enjoy it. I used to have a G9, but I threw it too many times. So I figured, why not upgrade? I'm used to the claw design, so I enjoy it. We've got I6 right now ready to push in, and there's like nothing here for MurderDeathHomicide. Finally, that heavy comes out in front of the point. Medic is actually on top of the point right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Spades very nearly taking
Face Ronin hits a nice pill, but then goes down to a rocket from Eulogy. And look at this once again. I6 loses 3 players on the push.
Yeah, the problem there was that Spades went in and tried to...
Oh no! Solid Metal Snake's going to be in trouble here. Does actually get out of the danger area. Has to pop the Uber early. I think he's going to have the kill on the medic, though, if he can get out there. No. Great positioning there by the blue medic.
Yeah, blue team is splitting up I6, and it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, they're
nowhere to run.
They're fighting at least 2 fights right now, and it is just not working. They need to get out and regroup is what they need to do, because they're getting their you-know-what pushed in.
Solid Metal Snake needs to just run. Leave that and just go, man.
Beautiful rocket from Something Stupid on Eulogy there. Later, dog.
Losing the medic for red team could be the only thing... I mean, maintaining the medic, excuse me, is the only thing really keeping them from losing their last point from this re-aggression. Very nicely played by MurderDeathHomicide, who just got aggressive after a little bit of pressure put on. Some bad decision-making by Immortal 6 is leading to them now having to defend second, and even that only tentatively.
Yeah, Soldier...
Here comes the Uber aggression.
Something Stupid takes down Spades there. Uber's forced to pop, though. I don't know if that was defensive or by design, but they're going to be coming in here. Soldier jumps in and actually goes down immediately. That was Skyboss, gets taken down by Ricky. Scout
can't hold on to that Uber.
Yeah, but Face Ronin right now on top of the point, laying some damage down, but the red Uber is popped. It does expire. Nothing really more to do here, though, and it looks like MurderDeathHomicide is going to have to get out and regroup.
Yeah, but Immortal 6 looks like they want to try to do a push out here. If they're going to do it, they need to start getting kills right now. They cannot just rely on this heavy tanking damage all day, because once Face Ronin is up, it's pretty much over for their capping dreams.
Right. Oh, big play from the Scout coming in.
Yeah.
That's Fife taking down Solid Metal Snake. And actually, it looks like MurderDeathHomicide is going to get this point right back, and they're going to be ready to push with Uber. I think this might be the round here.
Full Uber versus not even a medic. Very poor decision-making, I think, from Immortal 6.
Wow, great play in by Fife there. I was originally doubting it, but he ends up taking down Cranberry, so it pays off. Uber popped on the point here. Demo has stickied up the left exit. Heavy trying to do some damage here. Soldier comes out. I think that's a Eulogy there trying to do some damage. It's not going to matter. And, wow, there we go. Equalized once again, 3-3.
I think that Immortal 6 really just threw that round away. By having their scouts play too loose and too separate, losing players before they push is never a good deal. You want to keep those players up so that you have every advantage possible when pushing, and Immortal 6 just could not transition well from holding to pushing, and it did not bode well for them.
No, and right now it looks like MurderDeathHomicide is actually showing just a little bit more aggression. And it's working for them when it's not countered with aggression, which I6 is they're sort of tentative sometimes on whether or not they're going to counter. You look at that mid fight there, they just ran out and got all up in their face, and I6 just went, okay, well, we're just going to back up. That's the situation where MurderDeathHomicide has been really just, I use the term a lot, but asserting their dominance over the other team and basically just getting up in their face and getting the kills. I think what I6 needs to do is counter that aggression with aggression. The problem is, at least it looked to me, Shadow, is that when they've been doing that, they've been splitting up far too much.
Absolutely, I agree with your analysis completely. One of the first times. No, I kid.
No, it probably is one of the first times. Big jump in by the red demo man here, yeah.
this is what he's known for, and this is his
Oh, yeah, and he
done.
gets my pocket blows. But unfortunately, his team's going to lose the point. Here he comes back in, though. Gets the stickies down, but great scramble there from the Murder Death Homicide team to split up. Only 2 up at last right now. Soldier jumping in. Doesn't do anything with it, though, so he's just going to kind of hang out. But he's got a scout on him. He's stuck on the rocks, too. That's a terrible place to be when your team's trying to push in. Tries to get some cap time, but doesn't matter. So now we're only 3 up for both teams. Again, I mean, I don't want to call it a fail push. I think they were just sort of just
putting some
poking.
pressure on.
Yeah, just poking a little bit.
You know why it wasn't fail? Because my pocket blows still has a large Uber advantage here.
Right.
And they held onto that medic. They, made Solid Snake either pop or he just came up. I wasn't quite sure about that situation. Wasn't keeping track. And it's looking very, very good for Murder Death Homicide. They have full Uber. Literally, this is one of those pushes that you just cannot mess up.
Well, they popped really early there, which is probably just to defend against the sticky traps. You need to focus that heavy down right now. That heavy is still sitting with a bunch of health on the point right now. Still, there we go. Finally takes him down. Yeah, in comes the blue heavy now, pushing up over the point. Got a scout on him. Takes the scout down. Demo on the point, sticking off the point. Needs the demo. Oh, he debts, but it blows the player back onto the point. That's unfortunate. Still have numbers on the point, though. Yeah, now they just give the point back. So there we go. 4-3 right now in favor of Murder Death Homicide.
Looking very strong after the break here. I think their mid-fight, that sheer aggression they're putting on now is working very well for them because they can stay together better than Immortal 6. And because of that, their aggression is going to be more effective. You see Face Run getting those first couple stickies down. I'm liking how Face Run is staying with pipe stickies just a little longer. More damage.
Now, look at that. There's the aggression. That's what they need to do. They've got to counter it with aggression. And they do a great job of it right there. But, I mean, they're clumping up and protecting their players. Just one left now, Starfire, and there's a wipe shadow. A clean wipe, exactly. Time to go, boys. Leave the scouts back.
Yeah, I want to see players on second the moment that cap is done. I want to see
they're going to be pretty close. Lost a second or two there, but shouldn't really matter. They've got the Uber. This should be an easy round here for I6 if they do it right.
Well, the reason it matters is because they want to make sure that Engineer does not have time to put 2 up. And they're running double Engineer.
Oh! It doesn't matter. Solid Metal Snake drops the Uber later, dog!
Gotta be careful of things like that, especially when you're playing against a team with a known effective sniper like Starfire. That was sloppy and careless from I6. They need to have picked a better picking vector.
Yeah, I didn't see the shot, but I sure as hell heard it and knew exactly what happened when that medic started screaming. That is so unfortunate.
I've been in that position so many times, I know exactly what happened there.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I knew what happened.
Probably peeked out a little too far. Team called it. Good comms. I mean, that's what a sniper loves, is when he knows exactly where that team's going to be pushing from.
And once again, we see that Starfire almost single-handedly transitions a hopelessly losing situation to pushing onto mid.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, what was it, Harblue started the thread on NATF2 that snipers should be banned.
Do you know why he made that thread?
Because he dropped an Uber, and well, he did it yesterday, too.
Twice. Yeah.
After the server shut down, so we didn't see it on the stream, but yeah, Harb definitely dropped another one yesterday. So I didn't see it. I was hoping for another thread of which class should be banned today, but assume maybe it was a sniper again. So we're seeing the aggression once again here coming out. Murder Death Homicide getting back, capping that midpoint. Big jump in by the soldier there. I don't know what he was doing. It might have failed his jump out of the window.
He gets out, so everything's cool. Oh, Face Runner gets taken out to a nice flank by Spades. He was way out of position, I have to say.
Yeah, probably getting a little too excited. This is match point for them, and this is a big match. I don't know if we brought it up earlier, but I believe both these teams are 7-1.
Yes, this will be. I think this is one of the first really difficult matches these teams have faced. I'd have to go look at their schedule, but this is really going to determine who's seated where going into the later ends of the season.
Yeah, so big play in by Blue Soldier here. That was Ska, but can't really do anything with it. Oh, we've got a back cap going on right now.
Time to run, blue team. Starfire going back to the last point. Yep. Looks like they're going to get it, and they're already calling the good game.
There it is.
Match point there. Beautiful play by the scouts. Wow. Huh. Turned it around. 4-1 in the second half. Wow. Very, very beautifully done.
Yeah, so there we go. I believe that makes our final score 5-3. favor of Murder Death Homicide, looking really good there. Started off kind of shaky for him, but they certainly picked it up towards the end, looking pretty good. Well fought match certainly for Immortal 6. Really glad to see another sponsor coming into ESEA. Of course, used to be the Pharmacy, and now we've got a new name, Immortal 6. So look forward to watching them the rest of the season. Shadow, why don't we go ahead and get some final thoughts here, and then we will wrap it up, and we'll get ready, because in about 15 minutes here, guys, we've got a phenomenal matchup of Invite talent between the Experiment and Quantic Legacy.
So final wrap-up is like just an outro or like an analysis?
Talk a little bit about what you saw, what you liked. Tell me, you are the professor of TF2ology. Anything you would have liked to have seen done differently? Obviously, stick together, maybe. That's what I saw.
I liked the way that Immortal 6 got super aggressive with their picking classes first couple rounds, and how it was picking apart Murder Death Homicide. But then what I liked even more was that after the halftime, Murder Death Homicide just sat down and they all had a pep talk or something, and after that they started playing much more together. They were controlling those picks from spades from the other players on Immortal 6, and it really shut down all of the opportunities they had. And I think that's really the mark of a good team, is how they can adapt to the enemy team's strategy. And I think the read there from Murder Death Homicide was fantastic.
Yeah, I question some of the pushes, and again, I think a lot of that just has to come down to, when you're getting teams up in your face like that, you get very, very tunnel vision-y, and it looked like Immortal 6 was getting that a lot of times when they were pushing last, and Murder Death Homicide was exploiting it. We talked about it, countering that aggression with aggression, and Murder Death Homicide did a better job of it tonight, and obviously came out victorious.
Yeah, well, in a league like Open, I think the team that wins is not going to be that team that has all those super polishes on it, because those teams don't exist really in those leagues. It's going to be the teams that get those broad strokes of strategy right, and I think that was really what we saw from Murder Death Homicide in that second half.
I just pulled up the statistics, Shadow, and 3 players on Immortal 6 were over 10,000 damage. 2 players were over 12,000 damage. However, Something Stupid put out 14,000 damage that match.
Holy shit.
Fife also had almost 11,000 for a scout. That's incredible compared to Beat and Spades, who had about 8,500 between them. So, obviously a good damage output from Immortal 6, but once again, you can do a lot of damage, but if you're not getting the kills, you're not going to win. So,
yeah, it's not about the amount of damage, it's how well you make use of it. We see a lot of times even a team like Quantic Gaming will be out-damaged in terms of sheer stats, even though they have a player like Banny, the Beast Demo Man. But how they make use of that damage output is what really sets the difference between the two teams. And I think the globular style that Murder Death Homicide brought to the second half, that insistence on taking their time and actually making these pushes count, is really what allowed them to take advantage of the fact that Face Ronin came in and did a lot of damage.
Yep. All right, well, I think we should go ahead and wrap this one up. It was a fun little warm-up for our main event, which is coming up in a little over 10 minutes here. It's going to be the Experiment taking on Quantic Legacy once again on Snakewater. Quantic looked really good last night against Mix-Up, actually taking them out and looking pretty fancy along the way. Shadow, why don't you go ahead and take us out, and I believe Shadow will be back for our next cast, joined by Celebrity Medic, now Soldier Pure. So looking forward to that one. I will be running our camera and chiming in occasionally. Hopefully you guys will all join us in just a little bit here. So Shadow, take it away and take us out.
This has been Dr.Shdwpuppet and Duder casting Murder Death Homicide versus Immortal 6 on CP Snakewater, ESEA Season 10. Thanks for listening, guys. We will see you in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned.